Hey everybody, get ready for your daily dose of Butler, served with a side of sarcasm and a sprinkle of silliness. I'm Sam.
And I'm Tess, and we'll be your guides to the wacky world that is the campus edge.
Welcome viewers, we're glad to have you back for another episode of Campus Edge.
We sure are, and I'm excited to be in the studio instead of the control room this time.
Well, we're glad to have you. Speaking of the studio, Campus Edge is not the only show shot here. We also share the space with the BCTV team.
And that's right, and reporter Daniel Fee set out to find out what they do with their time in the studio.
If you've been to one of Butler's campuses recently, you've probably seen ads for BCTV. But what is BCTV? I interviewed the technical manager for Butler Creative Television to find out what it's all about.
So in its origination, BCTV was a campus TV station at Butler. It has created content for the campus, for the community for probably 50 years. And that content had always gone out on a local cable channel, BCTV 20. It still does that, but we know that cable channel viewership is dwindling. So we've really turned our efforts toward online. And now our content includes all live sporting events that happen for the Butler Grizzlies athletic team, all home, and a few selected road games for the athletic teams. We stream any type of live event that we can. We do the Board of Trustees meetings, and then we create a lot of creative content, which is kind of Tyler's strength, and those are what we call post-production videos that we'll make to highlight a program on campus, or might get hired by a company to create a commercial for them or something like that. So those are all kind of things we do. Even when cable viewership was strong, we were still only available inside of Butler County. So that means the huge market in Wichita right next door to us, they couldn't see our content. People from around the world couldn't see our content. So we really wanted to enhance our delivery of our content to markets outside of Butler County, and then also to people who didn't have local cable. Yeah, so right now we have a pretty robust student staff, and we work very closely in conjunction with the sports media department in Butler Mass Comm. So a lot of the students who are enrolled in sports media have a scholarship through there. They will come and work for us when we produce live sporting events. And they'll get to do everything from directing to replay to camera ops to running graphics. It's a real strong option for students to get involved. It's a great skill set to have. Maybe they might take a part-time job on the weekends running cameras for ESPN games, or working for the Wichita Wind Surge on their video production team, or just a number of different opportunities that maybe, as the kids call it these days, to have a side hustle. So it's a good skill set to have, and we think that if you're somebody who can come into our program and be successful working with us, then you're probably somebody who has the makeup to be successful in whatever career field you choose. So it's a great real-world training experience for just being a good employee, whether you're interested in the TV world or not.
You can download the BCTV Plus app to stay connected to Butler events. I'm Daniel Fee for Campus Edge, signing off.
BCTV certainly seems like an interesting program.
It sure does. Unfortunately, I don't have any time left to join groups between work and school. It's hard enough to get up in the mornings.
Speaking of getting up, have you tried the new coffee shop in town?
I haven't. What it is again? The Bison Brew?
Close. Buffalo Brew. I went down there the other day to check it out.
A new coffee/energy drink location has opened its doors to El Dorado. Located at 2348 West Central, Buffalo Brew gives a latte promise.
We were driving by this spot right here, and I saw this for sale sign, and I knew this was the spot. I'm constantly looking for where where we want to set up shop next, and we thought no better place than where we're going to live, and so that we decided to open up here. We're a small family-owned business, and we like to consider ourselves the working man's coffee shop, or the working woman's coffee shop. We work really hard, just like we know our customers do, and we want to provide a product that we believe in and that we believe is worth buying. We carry, in between your coffee to smoothies, we got energy drinks, we got cold brew, we got muffins, burritos, a large variance of products, and it's all customizable. And so, you might not like cream and sugar in yours, but we know the next person does, and we try to provide as many sugar-free options and keto-friendly and just a little bit of everything for everybody. I think a lot of people have enjoyed us being a locally owned and operated business. We started here, like I said, just in Valley Center in 2020 and just been slowly building our locations and product and using what we've learned over these last couple of years to get better and just to continue to get better. And I think people really appreciate when someone actually cares about the product that they serve and the ingredients and their experience. How often do you run into a location or to a business and they could care less if you're there or not? That's not us. Every single customer we care about. So,
if you're thinking about trying something new and switching up your coffee cravings, visit our friends at Buffalo Brew. For BCTV and Campus Edge, I'm Sam White.
Campus Edge will be right back after these messages. Stay tuned. They might be important.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Honorary Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear, because for years he's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But there's a lot more to say, like if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Thanks for sticking around. Tess, I'm sure we've all heard about the tragedy that happened at the Super Bowl parade.
Indeed. And for this next story, we hear from Lanie Wolf, one of our reporters who happened to be in Kansas City at the time.
Hi, my name's Lanie Wolf, and I'm here at the Chiefs Super Bowl parade to show you what the Chiefs Kingdom is really about. The Chiefs Super Bowl parade had about 1 million people show up to support, with all the Chiefs players walking down miles of the road while fans stand on the side to see their favorite football team cross. You could see your favorite players such as Patrick Mahomes, Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Kelce, Harrison Butker, and so much more.
I'm so excited to be here at the Chiefs parade, and I was so happy when they won the Super Bowl because I was a little nervous at first, but I knew they would get the job done.
I missed it last year, and I wasn't going to miss it this year because it may not happen again.
What was supposed to be a fun day turned into tragedy, with 1 dead and 22 injured at the Super Bowl rally. Fans running for their lives and frightened forever after what was supposed to be a fun day of celebration. The police caught the gunman and took them into custody. I'm Lanie Wolf with BCTV and Campus Edge, signing off.
There are many number of issues around the country and state.
There sure are, but for this next package, we'll be looking at an organization working to combat an issue right here in the El Dorado community.
That's right. Reporter Everett Salmans is giving us a deep dive on the Butler Homeless Initiative.
Like many other cities in the nation, El Dorado, Kansas is currently struggling with a homeless crisis. We went to the First Church of Nazarene to speak with the Butler Homeless Initiative about how big this problem is and why it needs to be resolved soon.
It's just been an issue lately because we do not have an overnight shelter that the city could approve. We are always looking for some place that the city will approve for BHI to use as an overnight shelter.
We looked at 3 buildings last week. We continue to look. We continue to work with a realtor trying to find someplace. We've just not been successful, but it's not been for a lack of effort.
In Kansas, the weather is extreme. It's very important that people be able to sleep inside.
Along with a temporary shelter, there are many other ways the BHI supports those in homelessness.
That's one of the first places that we start is applying for replacement ID. You need a birth certificate in order to get a Social Security card, in order to get a Kansas ID. If you don't have a Social Security card and a Kansas ID, you cannot seek employment or housing assistance.
We help people get some clean clothes, toothbrushes, bath soap. We offer haircuts for free once a month. We work with the YMCA, who allows people to come in twice a week and shower.
And by serving meals in family type situations, that encourages friendships, encourages people to open up, just encourages them to feel better about themselves.
This kind of support is only possible from the support of the community.
We don't do this on our own. We only do it with this whole unseen background of a lot of people supporting us and helping us.
And if you're wondering what the needs of the shelter are, we usually have a needs list on the Facebook page, or call us. We'd be glad to answer any questions or send us an email. Homeless people are unhoused people. And there are many situations. It's not all about drug addiction. It's not all about mental health.
And frankly, it doesn't matter if it is your fault if you're homeless. If you did something that got you there, it doesn't matter. In a civilized world, we should be helping people no matter how they arrived at their situation, giving them a hand so they can get out of it and come back in to the community.
The shelter is in need of overnight volunteers, and donations can be made through their website, on Facebook, or in person. Reporting on behalf of Campus Edge, I'm Everett Salmans.
Campus Edge will return right after these messages. In the meantime, grab yourself a snack. You've earned it.
Honorary Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear, because for years he's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But there's a lot more to say. Like, if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch.
Till September.
I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs, and that's still not enough to put food on the table. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Thanks for sticking around. Tess, I believe the next package is yours.
It sure is. I spoke to the owner of H&CO Hair Salon in El Dorado to find out what it takes to run a small business. Small businesses are very important in making the world go around. Located in Main Street, El Dorado, H&CO Hair Salon brings smiles and laughs at everyone that comes to visit.
H&CO Salon opened here in this business, or in this building, in 2017 when I bought this commercial property. But we actually rented space out across the street on the corner in District 142, and I started the H&CO Salon brand over there in that building and was there for 2 years prior to purchasing this building. Owning a small business is like having another child. Honestly, you never stop working, you never stop caring for it, but it also gives you such a sense of pride and ownership because you know that you're contributing to the growth and the economic development of your hometown or your small town. Businesses are important to me because they contribute so much to the economic growth of our country and just overall. Small businesses are actually, like, since COVID in 2020, when so many were shut down, I've become really passionate about learning more about how small businesses contribute to our economy. And they're actually responsible for 44% of the economic growth. And then between the years 1995 and 2020, small businesses contributed 62% of the new jobs that were created in the US. So I'm very passionate about creating a space for people, and especially in the hair industry, creating a space for people to be creative and then to also serve at a greater level. My favorite part of being a hairstylist is definitely connecting with people and being able to share their stories. Two of the girls that work for me or with me alongside me right now, I actually started doing their hair here in El Dorado when they were like 8th graders. So it's really cool to have been part of that full circle story and seeing like them start out as clients and young girls and grow into the women, now moms, now, engaged and wives and business owners themselves as well.
Reporting for Campus Edge, I'm Tess Hargrove.
Tess, have you been to the local library?
You mean the Nixon Library on campus? Sure. They have great coffee.
There's another local library that's been around for over 120 years. It's the Bradford Library. Check out reporter Francisco Puente-Takajasi's story.
Today I'm at the Bradford Library to learn about its history and what the library is all about. I am Francisco Puente-Takajasi reporting for Campus Edge.
Yeah, so El Dorado had their first public library in 1897, and then in 1912 they got a Carnegie grant, which allowed them to have their own building for the first time. And then in 1957, Ruth Bradford donated money for us to have this building that we're currently in, and she donated it in memory of her husband, Robert Bradford. And so we've been in this building since 1957. So our main goal, our mission, is to provide library access to everybody in the community and to provide that information resources that you want at a library to all diverse groups of people and anybody that walks in our door, anybody that's part of our community, to be able to provide that knowledge and access to any information that they need. So we have free Wi-Fi and internet. We have a computer lab that's open to the public that anybody can use. We have one study room that people can use. We also have printing services, faxing. We have a notary that's available. We also have programs throughout the day for kids and adults. We have audiobooks, DVDs, books, obviously, that people can check out.
The library also has a thing called the Bradford Challenges, where they have different reading challenges for people of all ages.
Yeah, so we have them kind of split into three age demographics for challenges. So the adult challenges and the teen challenges are very similar. So right now we're doing seasonal challenges, and you register through Beanstack, which is an app online, and it tells you what your goals are for that challenge. So there's typically 6 badges that you can earn, and they're all based on a different theme, like reading a book with a red cover, or we had one for February was read a book for Black History Month, or read a book with a flower on it. So each category is a different badge that you can earn, and every badge you complete enters you into a drawing for a grand prize at the end of each challenge. Children's programs, they have a variety of challenges that go on throughout the year. They have 1,000 books to kindergarten, so you want to read 1,000 books before they get to kindergarten. They have different summer and spring challenges as well, and depending on if they're preschool, toddler, or school-age kids, so there's a lot of different programs for them, just mostly to get you reading and to get you reading books that you wouldn't normally read without being challenged to do them.
So hopefully you learned a little bit about the library like I did, and will soon visit. I am Francisco Puente-Takajasi reporting for Campus Edge.
Well, I guess that's all the stories we have for today.
You sure we don't have any more to play?
Fortunately not, but we have great things in store for the next time you see us.
That's right. We'll be taking a short break from Campus Edge, but we think you'll enjoy what we have in store for the coming weeks.
In the meantime, why not check out other Arktos moving images shows on our YouTube channel, Butler Student Media.
We hope to see you there, but for now, this has been
the Campus Edge.